Hello everybody, this is Not a Pro Gardener here. We're coming at you from Zone 6B, and we're going to talk about our raised beds and our cover crop we put in it, how to terminate it, how to turn it in, what we do. We're going to show you how to cover crop in raised beds and how we terminate it and the benefits of it. It'll benefit your beneficial insects, it will benefit your soil greatly, and it will definitely help with the nutrients in your soil whenever you're growing this season. I highly recommend it. You ought to just give it a try. All you got to do is plant it after your last crop that you want to plant in that raised bed and let it grow up instead of letting weeds grow up. And set it and forget it. That's all you got to do. Let me show you what we got and the process we go through. This is what we planted this year. It was a winter season mix. It's got some hairy vetch in it. It had some clover, and what you see mostly here is the winter rye and the peas, all dried up from winter. They got hit pretty hard, but as you can see, it's pretty thick in there. It's got plenty of roots. Now, if I had more time, I would have just weed-eated this off and put a tarp on it and left it to do its own job there, let it work itself out. But I don't have as much time. As I need to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it in. So, process is you weed eat it first. Then you want to get your fork, your tater fork, whatever you got, tiller, doesn't matter. Sometimes I use a mantis tiller in these raised beds because it's a lot easier to get around in tight spaces. So you turn it in, just get your pitchfork in there. You want to dig about 2 to 3 inches down, flip it over. Nice roots in there, got clay underneath, so hopefully that helps that this year. Then you want to get some black plastic or anything you got to block out the sunlight, cardboard, whatever, and tarp it, weigh it down. And that's what I'm going to do for these other two here. Now what you want to do is you want to take a weed eater and you want to weed eat all this as low as you can get it. Weed eat it down, scalp it if you can. I got it down as far as I could, and then I'm taking a potato fork and I am just flipping over the top 2 to 3 inches of soil on top of this green manure. We're going to be, man, look at that stuff. That's going to be good stuff for the soil in here. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking this pitchfork and turning over just about as much as I can, but I'm not digging too deep. I'm just getting about as low as I can get without wanting to disturb too much in the. You just want to flip that over. Do another one. You can get up in here and walk around and fork this stuff, flip it over. So you want to take it, just flip it straight over in the same spot you did it, and then you want to finish this whole one. I got 2 others to weed eat over there, and then we're going to cover them with these tarps, weight them down, and hopefully that'll get it all. And that black tarp will turn this green manure into some black gold. Hopefully it'll be good for the plants, good for the soil. That's what we want. And that's going to make for a great garden season this year. Cover crops help your beneficial insects, your soil, and your growing season for nutrients. And instead of adding to your weed seed bank, you're just cover cropping. Instead of letting it grow up in weeds, you cover crop to keep those weed seeds from growing up and spreading all over. And it keeps your weed seed bank down from putting so many years of gardening into it just to add more weed seeds to your raised beds. Just doesn't seem like a great idea. Great idea seems like cover cropping. Helps your beneficial insects out, helps your soil out, helps your soil biology. Better if you just mow it and tarp it, but I didn't have that kind of time, so I turned it over with a fork here. Other than that, a very good practice to start. I think you'll enjoy it and you'll see the benefits this season. This is Not a Pro Gardener here, and I'd like to Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell to get notified every time I come out with a new video. Thanks. As an update for the greenhouse, I finally got a door on it. The wind was blowing real bad the day that I put it together, but I finally got a door on it. Seems to work pretty good. I just used some old reclaimed womanized boards and stapled it on there as best as I could. And I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. I got some more. I gotta fill this side in with some weed fabric over here.